Let's say you chose wrong on a true or false test. The teacher gives you the bad news, and you say, well, that answer might be true for you, but not for me. They would rightfully inform you that you're wrong and you don't get the points. If you were in court and you said, well, 120 in a school zone might be wrong for others, but it's okay for me, you'd probably be in some pretty serious trouble. In a way, this is how many people treat questions about religion or belief in God. We hear slogans like, that's your truth, or I'm glad that works for you, and then we move on to other topics. But is it okay to handle truth that way? This video is going to cover the topic of relativism because it has almost become the default in today's society. The purpose here is simple, that there is such thing as absolute truth and that relativism is false. We won't dive much into what is true, stay tuned for future content, but we are establishing that there is truth. Let's start by defining relativism. Relativism is the idea that there is no objective or absolute truth. Everything's just culturally relative, nothing is absolute. Picture the elephant parable. You know the story? Six blind men feel the elephant. One grabs the tusk and says, it's a spear. Another the trunk, it's a snake. Another hugs the leg, it's a tree. Another grabs the tail, it's a rope. One feeling the ear says, it's a fan. And one leaning on the side of the elephant says, it's a wall. This parable is meant to show the truth of relativism, that a plurality of beliefs can all be true and reveal some truth, but none are capital T true. Hold on to that elephant parable for a minute and let's see how relativism cannot even possibly be true. The reason is relativism is self-defeating. There is no absolute truth. Are you absolutely sure that that's the truth? You see, you have to assume that the truth is absolute and objective in order to be able to claim that relativism is true. Saying there's no absolute truth is the equivalent of someone saying, I don't know how to talk and I can't say any words. What? They just defeated their own statement. What about the elephant in the room? It's a spear, it's a snake, it's a tree, it's a rope, it's a fan, it's a wall. No, it's an elephant. Again, the parable is meant to show some truth in all beliefs that may seem persuasive, but take a step back and ask yourself, which one is telling the truth? It's the one whose eyes are open and sees that it's an elephant. The narrator of this parable is actually objectively describing the truth. The rest are all mistaken. They're all wrong. If the blind men could suddenly see too, they would see that it was indeed an elephant standing in front of them. Contrary to popular belief, which teaches all truth is relative, all truth is actually absolute. Meaning, if something is true, it's true for all people, in all places, at all times. All truth claims are narrow and exclusive. It excludes its opposite, whatever's not true is wrong. All truths are exclusive. Now, this might come as a surprise, but let's go through some examples to demonstrate this. 2 plus 2 is true, whether I said it in 1999, 2024, or 100 years from now. It's true if I say it in California, Tennessee, or the Bahamas. Whether I say it, you say it, it's absolutely true. The law of non-contradiction is true at all times for all people and in all places. It's true if you're on your couch or on Mars. If I say my car is red, and it is, that would then be true for all people, places, and times that my car in 2024 is red. Here's another example. What if I say, I feel cold? That's relative, right? Actually, it would be true for all people, places, and times that I felt cold on this day in November 2024. An important note, truth is absolute. Our beliefs might change, but truth does not. When people started believing the earth was round and not flat, it didn't suddenly change the truth about the earth. Truth was always in place. Beliefs adjusted to be in line with the truth. Finally, we can't live as if relativism were true. We understand that it is self-defeating. It does not meet its own standard. So the next time someone says, there's no absolute truth, you might as well reply, is that absolutely true?